big congratulations to Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Becky announced at the beginning of Raw tonight that she is pregnant, and they created a storyline where she said that she had talked to WWE officials, and the Money in the Bank ladder match was in fact for more than just a contract. It was for the belt itself. And because Asuka won, Asuka is the new WWE Raw Women's Champion. And they had a big hug. Becky's crying. Cut this great promo. It was an awesome moment on Raw. And I guess we'll see where her career goes. She's out for quite a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of shocking in a lot of ways. I mean, she's in the middle of a big run, longest reigning champion in a long, long time, and the most over champion in a long, long time. Actually, maybe ever, when it comes to that women's title, or one of the most of all time. Maybe the most. So it's kind of unexpected in a lot of ways, but there you go. I mean, congratulations to them, and it looks like Asuka and maybe Shayna Baszler's the direction. Just from watching the TV, it seemed like Shayna was getting a big push. No Nia Jax on the show, so it feels like the direction they're going. And I mean, it's a good wrestling direction. And Becky Lynch in the promo pretty much said that Asuka's the best wrestler in the company. She didn't even say male or female.
She actually said the best wrestler in the world.
Well, maybe she's best. I don't know. I best woman wrestler in the world.
No, best wrestler. Didn't even specify male or female.
Well, yeah. I could never go that far, but that's fine. It's a promo. But
there was hyperbole bookending the show. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a way that you could say that. I mean, even if you want to stretch it as much as you want to, there's really no way. I mean, she's one of the best women wrestlers in the world. I don't know that she's the best wrestler in the company. I mean, when she was in NXT, there were times I thought she was, but on main roster, I couldn't say that. But whatever, I mean, as far as of all the women wrestlers they have under contract, I would say her and Io Shirai are the two best. So, I mean, it's good. Whatever.
So they did an interview with Becky for People magazine, and basically she said that around fall of last year, she realized that Seth Rollins was the man that she wanted to have children with. And she always wanted to have kids, didn't know if it was ever going to happen. Said around WrestleMania, it was around April, she said, she did a pregnancy test, and it came up negative. But she just had this feeling, and so she went and she got a digital pregnancy test, and she used the new test, and it said, pregnant! And she apparently used the first one incorrectly, but she's very, very happy about it, but she noted that it's very, very difficult, obviously, because for all of her life, it's been all about herself and her career, and now there's been a big change, so...
Yeah, it's huge. And then the question is that, after the child is born, then you have another big decision to make. Do you want to go and continue your career, or do you want to stay home? I mean, now it's not so bad. I mean, it's in the sense of, but who knows what it's going to be like in a year? I mean, this is something no one can predict, because number one, you don't know what your emotions are going to be like. Everyone's different. There's women who just want to get right back in their career, and there are women who don't. I would think that there's a good shot she'll want to get back, but everyone's different. And the schedule is, it depends on what the schedule is. If we're in the situation where it's just once a week, that's a different mentality than if it's a more arduous schedule. Or if she's a big enough star, and if they are back to a more arduous schedule, that she can have it arranged where she doesn't have a more arduous schedule. So there's a lot of different factors involved in what's going on, and that's not anything that's going to matter for probably about 10, 11 months, something like that, or longer. So, it would be maybe 10, 11 months or so. Maybe next year's WrestleMania would be the return if she wants to return. Actually, I could see that from a timing standpoint. But then there's a question of like getting in shape and things like that. Who knows? I mean, so many different factors.